So this is kind of an update review video to a bunch of the styluses that we reviewed for the iPad several months ago. So today we're going to be going through these styluses. We have here one of the newer Jot Pros with the dampening tip. We've got one of the original Jot Pros, and we've got our fan favorite, well, our favorite, the Logiix Stylus Diamond. And the only reason why we're revisiting this is because one of the users left a comment in our review video saying that there's a dampening tip, one that may make it sound a little less annoying when you're taking notes. So we still recommend the Logiix Stylus Diamond, but we're going to go through all the different details. We're going to do a couple close-up shots of the stylus tips, and we're going to do a couple of writing tests on an iPad to see if it's actually better or worse or kind of the same. Anyways, so this is the original Jot Pro in the foreground, and we're not going to talk much about it because it is the original one, and we've already talked about that. But behind it, we've got the new Jot Pro, and really the only noticeable difference is that there's this kind of black O-ring here, and there's a dampening tip. So this dampening tip actually compresses when the user pushes the stylus head into the tablet. Another difference between the old and the new is that the old one had a much larger plastic plate at the tip of the stylus, and the plate itself had a cross pattern in the old one, and the new one has kind of a bigger circular dot. In terms of the accuracy, I didn't find much difference, so this maybe it's too finite for me to see, but I'll give you a quick example of the compression for the dampening tip. It's very subtle. It's really hard to see unless you watch it very carefully. So that is the new Jot Pro with the dampening tip. So we've got the Logiix Stylus Diamond here and the new Jot Pro with the dampening tip, and we're going to do a writing test, and I want you guys to pay attention to the noise that each pen makes when I'm writing. So the first one, we will do the Jot Pro. So I'll quickly write this will be a story about my little dog. Now, I'm going to write the same sentence with the Logiix Stylus Diamond. And as you can tell, writing with the Stylus Diamond is much quieter than writing with the Jot Pro. The Jot Pro has a tendency to make this tapping noise, which gets kind of annoying when you're in a quiet meeting when you're trying to take notes, whereas in the Stylus Diamond is, well, when you tap it this way it still makes that noise, but when you're writing, that little spring tip again kind of conforms to the surface of the iPad, so it doesn't make as many tapping noises. So again, we're going to stick with the Logiix Stylus Diamond. Again, if you've got an original Jot Pro, I would keep it. This one I don't think is much of an upgrade. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Advanced Spatial Design Inc. Information seen differently.